Next week on The Young and the Restless.
Sienna told me you were in town. Been a long time.
This is too much of a coincidence. There's only one way to piece it all together. I need to see Matt Clark for myself.
We are ready to remove Noah's bandages.
And we'll get to see his.
The Young and the Restless Eric Braeden shares thoughts on Josh Griffith, reveals Victor's monster battle. The Young and the Restless, Y&R, spoilers indicate that Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, and Nikki Newman's, Melody Thomas Scott, marriage issues aren't over yet. Victor's stubbornness will get in the way of a romantic reunion, so let's talk about his true motivation for punishing Nikki. In a recent interview, Eric Braeden opened up about why Victor's dragging his feet on getting back together with Nikki. It all boils down to one thing in Braden's opinion. Victor doesn't back down. But the point with the Victor and Nikki story is that it's simply about the green monster. It's jealousy, Braeden said. Y&R fans know Victor recently delivered an ultimatum that he must have known Nikki wouldn't surrender to. Victor tried to convince Nikki to give up her friendship with Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, but she's not willing to throw that away to save her marriage. Nikki feels like Victor is being unreasonable since he's the one who kidnapped Jack and blew things up with Diane Jenkins Abbott, Susan Walters, using Patty Williams, Stacey Hayduke. Victor isn't willing to apologize and still thinks Nikki needs to stay away from his nemesis. Although Victor is battling the green-eyed monster, love is destined to win in the end. Since we know Nikki has a serious illness in her future, that's no doubt going to affect Victor and soften his heart in the coming weeks. Until then, there'll be more clashing between Victor and Nikki. Despite the good news of Phyllis surrendering Newman Enterprises in the June 4th episode, it won't be enough to get Nikki and Victor's marriage back on track just yet. As for the writing itself on Y&R, Eric Braeden had positive things to say about the material and the head writer behind it. Josh Griffith is the top scribe at the CBS soap, so here's what Braeden shared about him. Josh Griffith is doing a great job, Braeden insisted. One plays what one is given by the writers, so you really have to look at the writers for coming up with these storylines. We just interpret them, and he has done a great job. That's all there is to it. Of course, many viewers would have to disagree with Braeden on the quality of Griffith's work. Social media is filled with complaints about Griffith's storylines on a daily basis, but Braeden publicly supported him anyway. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Victor and his family will face some new challenges in the months ahead, so stay tuned. CDL's where you want to be for the hottest Young and the Restless spoilers and news, so make us your one-stop source. For more than 4 decades, Eric Braeden has remained the heart and soul of the Young and the Restless. His portrayal of Victor Newman has transformed what began as a powerful businessman into one of daytime television's most recognizable and enduring characters. Through countless betrayals, family conflicts, corporate wars, and emotional losses, Victor has always found a way to reclaim his throne. Yet every new chapter brings fresh obstacles, and longtime viewers continue to wonder what lies ahead for Genoa City's legendary patriarch. As the daytime drama enters another exciting phase, fans have been reflecting on the creative direction of the series and the storytelling that has kept audiences invested for generations. Like many successful television shows, The Young and the Restless has evolved over the years, with different writers and producers shaping the lives of its iconic characters. Every creative transition sparks discussion among loyal viewers who closely follow both the on-screen drama and the people working behind the scenes. Eric Braeden has often expressed appreciation for the collaborative nature of daytime television. Bringing Victor Newman to life requires much more than memorizing dialogue or delivering dramatic performances. Every episode is the result of writers, directors, producers, camera crews, editors, costume designers, makeup artists, and hundreds of dedicated professionals working together to create the world fans see each weekday. Braeden has repeatedly emphasized that no single individual creates the magic alone. Victor Newman himself has become larger than life because of that collaboration. Few fictional characters have survived as many personal and professional battles while remaining as compelling as they were decades earlier. Viewers have watched Victor lose fortunes, rebuild empires, survive assassination attempts, reconcile with family members, and confront enemies who believed they had finally defeated him. Every setback only reinforced the determination that has become his defining characteristic. Looking ahead, Victor appears to be entering another period where every decision carries enormous consequences. The Newman Empire faces pressure from rivals eager to exploit even the smallest weakness. Trusted allies may not always agree with Victor's methods, while family members increasingly seek independence rather than relying on his guidance. These changing relationships create a fascinating emotional landscape that extends beyond corporate competition. One of Victor's greatest strengths has always been his willingness to fight for the people he loves, even when those same people disagree with his choices. His protective instincts often blur the line between devotion and control. Children who once depended on him have grown into leaders with ambitions of their own, creating conflicts that feel deeply personal rather than purely strategic. That emotional complexity continues to separate Victor from many television patriarchs. He is capable of extraordinary generosity one moment and ruthless determination the next. His victories often come at a cost, forcing him to confront difficult questions about loyalty, trust, and sacrifice. Those layers have allowed the character to remain fresh despite decades on the air. Fans continue to speculate about what could become Victor's next monumental challenge. Whether the threat comes from a powerful business rival, an unexpected betrayal within the Newman family, or secrets from the past returning to haunt Genoa City, the stakes have never felt higher. Every successful soap opera thrives on uncertainty, and Victor Newman has long stood at the center of that uncertainty. The future of The Young and the Restless depends not only on shocking twists, but also on the emotional investment viewers have developed over generations. Longtime fans tune in because they care deeply about characters whose journeys have unfolded over many years. New viewers quickly discover that the show's greatest strength is its ability to balance suspense with heartfelt family drama. As another chapter unfolds, Eric Braeden remains committed to portraying Victor with the same intensity and authenticity that have defined the role for decades. His passion for the character continues to resonate with audiences around the world, reminding viewers why Victor Newman remains one of daytime television's most unforgettable icons. Whatever challenges await him, history suggests that Victor will never stop fighting for his family, his legacy, and the empire he spent a lifetime building. For over 40 years, Eric Braeden has stood as the unwavering force behind The Young and the Restless, embodying Victor Newman with a presence that has shaped the very identity of the show. What began as the story of a determined and ambitious businessman has evolved into the legacy of a man who has become synonymous with power, resilience, and complexity. Victor Newman is no longer just a character. He is a symbol of endurance in daytime television, a figure who has weathered storms that would have broken anyone else. Yet, even after decades of triumphs and setbacks, the road ahead promises challenges unlike anything he has faced before. As the series continues to evolve, audiences find themselves reflecting not only on the dramatic twists unfolding on screen but also on the creative forces guiding the narrative. The world of Genoa City has never been static. It has grown and shifted with each new era, shaped by the vision of writers and producers who bring fresh perspectives while honoring the show's rich history. These transitions often spark passionate conversations among fans, who remain deeply invested in both the storytelling and the people responsible for bringing it to life. Eric Braeden has long acknowledged that the success of The Young and the Restless is rooted in collaboration. The portrayal of Victor Newman is not the work of a single individual, but the result of a collective effort that spans every corner of production. From the writers crafting intricate storylines to the directors guiding performances, from the crew behind the cameras to the artists responsible for wardrobe and makeup, each contribution plays a vital role in shaping the final product. Braeden has consistently emphasized that it is this shared dedication that allows the show to maintain its enduring appeal. Victor Newman's journey is a testament to that collaborative strength. Over the years, he has faced an extraordinary range of trials, each one testing his resolve and redefining his character. He has lost everything and rebuilt it from the ground up, confronted enemies who sought to destroy him, and navigated the complexities of family relationships that are as fragile as they are powerful. Through it all, Victor has remained a figure of unyielding determination, a man who refuses to be defeated no matter the odds. Now, as the story moves forward, Victor stands on the brink of yet another defining chapter. The pressures surrounding the Newman empire are intensifying, with rivals watching closely for any sign of vulnerability. The business world, he once dominated with absolute authority, has become more unpredictable, filled with competitors who are just as cunning and relentless. At the same time, the dynamics within his own family are shifting, creating tensions that cannot be resolved through strategy alone. Victor's relationships with his children have always been central to his story, and those bonds are now being tested in new ways. The next generation is no longer content to live in his shadow. They are forging their own paths, making decisions that sometimes clash with Victor's vision. This evolution brings both pride and conflict, as Victor must grapple with the reality that control is no longer as absolute as it once was. The emotional stakes are higher than ever as personal and professional challenges become increasingly intertwined. What makes Victor Newman such a compelling figure is the depth of his character. He is not defined solely by his victories or his power, but by the contradictions that lie beneath the surface. He can be fiercely protective and deeply compassionate, yet also calculating and unyielding when circumstances demand it. These dualities create a character who feels real, whose actions are driven by a complex mix of love, ambition, and survival. As speculation grows about what lies ahead, fans are bracing for a storyline that could push Victor to his limits. Whether the threat emerges from a formidable new adversary, a betrayal from within his inner circle, or unresolved issues from his past, the sense of anticipation is undeniable. The idea of a monster battle looms large, suggesting a confrontation that will test not only Victor's strength, but also his ability to adapt in a world that is constantly changing. The enduring success of The Young and the Restless lies in its ability to balance high-stakes drama with deeply personal storytelling. It is not just about power struggles or shocking revelations. It is about the emotional journeys of characters who feel like family to the audience. Viewers have grown alongside these characters, sharing in their triumphs and heartbreaks, and that connection remains the show's greatest strength. Eric Braeden's commitment to his role continues to be a driving force behind that connection. His portrayal of Victor Newman is marked by a passion and authenticity that have never wavered. Even after decades in the role, he approaches each scene with the same intensity that first captivated audiences. It is this dedication that ensures Victor remains as compelling today as he was when he first appeared on screen. As the next chapter unfolds, one thing is certain. Victor Newman will face whatever comes his way with the same relentless spirit that has defined him for generations. The challenges may grow more complex, the stakes higher than ever, but his determination remains unshaken. For fans around the world, that unwavering resolve is what makes Victor not just a character, but a legend whose story is far from over.